Alright, so this is gonna be kind of raw recording here. Raw thoughts. As you saw in the thumbnail, as you saw in the title, we just delayed the Heirdreamers by at least a couple of months. And that's kind of been a hard decision to make for me because I've been working for months on this. And the plan was really to have it get out by January because that's when a lot of creators go on break. That's when there's a very big void to fill by creators such as ourselves that aren't actually getting paid for anything we do, so we have nothing to lose by posting in January instead of taking the month off. So that was the original plan, but clearly that hasn't exactly gone to our greatest desire. So, you know, that's always nice, but that does mean a lot of things will be changing. That will only be seen on kind of my end of things, but um yeah, so there's going to be a lot more work and giving ourselves this extra time. If you saw in the article, which is on my channel's posts if you want to see it in full detail, it says that the recording schedule will resume as usual, but the way I kind of had it laid out is that we would have all the recordings almost done by the time we started releasing, and that's just not plausible. We want all of the recordings done. We want them to be in the editing process for a long time. And most importantly, we want kind of the funds and the facilities to actually make this as good as it can possibly be. So, that being said, today is Monday, the first day of a weekly challenge I'm trying to do to kind of grow that sum of money that we'll need to actually make the Heirdreamers as successful as I kind of hope it'll be after months of working on it and months more of working on it ahead. So, if you take a look in the description, there is a Ko-Fi. Right now, you can find one of the two prequel episodes, and the second one will go up on this Wednesday, so if you're watching it then, you can go watch the second one now. The raw recordings for both of those, along with the raw recording for Session 0. And you will get a bunch of exclusive content, such as, depending on the tier, I have two books there. One is a shop item, one is a tier item. So you can get access to that book. The subclasses that I made for that series all a while ago will be getting posted there soon, hopefully. I'm still kind of working on those. The plan is to have the martial classes out by Friday. Then next week we'll be looking into releasing the half casters and then soon the full casters. So you can be looking forward to that in the near future. So there are a bunch of things we're doing over there, and that's all kind of to a push to get this kind of to make failing forward an actual business, because that's what we kind of want to do. We kind of want to be able to turn this into more than just a bunch of idiots making D&D videos. We want to turn this into an actual industry so we can make the Heirdreamers as good as it can possibly be. That being said, to get to that goal, there are a couple videos we have planned over here on the main channel, well, the D&D channel, so on the Failing Forward channel, so we can actually get ourselves the audience, the base, to actually go ahead and release this kind of content, which is going to be a really big risk that we're going to take. I know I've already sunk a bunch of money into it, and I've made some of it back already, luckily, but I'm looking forward to making more of the $1,000 I spent on recording equipment back. But that's neither here nor there. So, I'm starting a challenge starting today. We're already somehow a quarter of the way there, but the plan is to make $100 this week, and we'll ramp it up by $100 every single week until week 5, in which case we'll hopefully start making $500 consistently every week, of course. You can help us out by buying or just liking and subscribing the video. Of course, we do have the book over there, the other book over there, the prequel stuff. There's a bunch of content over there for, depending on what you pay, what you buy. So, that's all up to you as the viewers. So, that being said, thank you for watching. The Heirdreamers being delayed kind of hit me where it hurt. I've been working on this project as much as I possibly can, but, not all things can work out exactly how we intend, and I would rather put the extra time into it and make it as good as it could possibly be, because that's what we're really looking for here at Failing Forward. We're looking for a little more quality every time. We're looking to fail enough to become better. That being said, over those 5 weeks, I do have 5 stages of things that are going to happen. The way it works is say, well, right now is week 1. We're already a quarter of way to the $100 goal. So if we reach the $100 goal, we will move into week 2. If not, we will reset and start week 1 again at 0, using any funds we accumulated during that week to improve upon the next iteration. So that'll all be improving soon. So again, we're hoping for improvement after improvement until eventually we can get the Heirdreamers out with full confidence it'll perform as well as it can. So, with that being said, I thank you for watching. I thank you for sticking around for however long this ends up being. If you do want to support the channel, of course, the Ko-Fi is a great place to do it. Just liking, subscribing. I'm going to be making a bunch more social media accounts if you want to give those a follow. Get more eyes on this kind of small channel as we try and progressively improve upon the last video. So, with that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you around.